What's up, everybody? It's Roger and Victoria here from DisKingdom.com, and in this episode we are going to be discussing the Summer of Heroes, which is coming to Disneyland California Adventure this summer, featuring tons of Marvel content coming to the park. So, Victoria, what's the big thing from this that you're really excited about?
I'm a little torn between, they just have so much going on. Like, they have the dance party featuring Groot. They have the Guardians of the Galaxy characters coming out. Mission Breakout, of course, is the big draw right now. Even just with stuff at Disneyland they have going on right now is a big draw. So it's going to be really interesting and stuff for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to hear some kind of brief details. As you said, the dance-off. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy one, so you're going to be... if you run into Star-Lord, Gamora will also be there, and as you said, Groot will be there. There's going to be superhero encounters, so you're going to be able to meet Groot. Also, you've got the first Avenger, Captain America, and you've also got Spider-Man. And then we've also got the Avengers Training Initiative, which is Black Widow and Hawkeye assemble young recruits for a series of tests to see if you've got what it takes to join the Avengers. Heroic encounter, you get to meet the Black Widow, and she'll be driving around in an armored Avengers vehicle. And also grab a piece of action. There's going to be plenty of merchandise and food available. Now, I think this is great in terms of bringing these characters to the park for meet and greets. In some ways, they're nice, quick, cheap ways of bringing the heroes to the thing. But obviously, we have got Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, the new attraction, taking over from Tower of Terror, which is going to be opening up on May the 27th. And obviously, all these events will be running through to September 10th. They're really, it's just a load of meet and greets. So whether or not they extend them, I think they probably should do. But what do you actually think of Mission Breakout as an idea?
I mean, when I first heard about the rumor, I thought it was like blasphemous. I was like, what do you mean they're gonna turn Tower of Terror into a Marvel coaster ride? And then it actually happened. And so I've kind of grown to like the idea, just because I'm honestly not really a big fan of that version of Tower. Like, I prefer the Disneyland Paris one and the original one at Disney World. So I'm not terribly sad to see it go. I'm actually very excited right now to ride it when I get to in July. Very excited.
Yeah, see, I'm definitely in that category of the one in Paris can be ripped down and changed to Guardians this afternoon, as far as I'm concerned. It's like a thing of Tower. Twilight Zone has no connection now with Disney. It has zero connection. Kids growing up today and kids going up, they
don't get the reference.
It doesn't mean anything. It's owed.
I mean, I love the show personally. I truly do, but I didn't get into it until I literally got 20 years old. I'm 24 now, which means I just got into it in my young adult years. I feel like a young child really isn't gonna get the concept of what they're going for anymore.
Yeah, I always remember it used to be on years ago, around the same time X-Files started. So I mean, we're going back 20 years at least for them.
Oh goodness, X-Files!
And it was on like late, and it was always that kind of thing. Oh, this is just a cheap X-Files. So I didn't really kind of like. But just in general, it's an old show. I mean, there's this whole obviously counter argument with the fact that in Disneyland's California Adventure, that whole area is set up like the 1920s, 1930s, so therefore it fits in. And some people are saying, well, it doesn't really fit now. And it's just been, I think even one of the Imagineers has said, it's a bit like putting a square in a round hole kind of thing. But at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if we start seeing more Marvel attractions around there and suddenly that becomes a themed area.
Well, from what I heard, that was the plan. I think Mission Breakout was like the start of it, and from what I've been hearing, I don't know if this is true or not, because obviously I can confirm. I heard that they're going to tear down Bugs Land altogether and expand towards that way and make it Marvel themed.
Yeah,
but that's going to happen over a few years, of course.
Yeah, and I suppose as well, Bugs Life was kind of one of those things of, I think they sort of, it's never really been a massive movie, was it? It was, and I think Marvel is going to be Marvel is a much bigger franchise than Bugs Life.
I honestly don't remember. Like, the only thing I remember about Bugs Life is the video game I had on the original PlayStation when I was younger. And I don't even remember asking for it. I think I just got it for Christmas just because it was a kid's game. Like, I was never a big... If anything, I liked Toy Story. I wasn't a big Bugs Life fan.
Yeah, I mean, that's this kind of thing of... I mean, I remember when Bugs Life came out, it was literally just after Toy Story. I went to cinema to see it. I think I was at college at the time, and it was it's good. It was it was groundbreaking at the time, but it's never really kind of carried on. So I think removing that, I think Tough to Be a Bug has got a place, and I think that could be updated. But that's still a nice thing. But adding more Marvel content, I think, is a shoot, and also the fact as well as I do feel that obviously with the problems with Universal in Florida, using the California park is the best way of them utilizing Marvel.
It is because they don't have that contract issue over here compared to the East Coast. That's exactly why Doctor Strange was removed so quickly from Disney World. It was because there was a contract issue. At least that's what I was told anyway.
Yeah, because I mean that went in there and it kind of, I mean everyone was like, oh, have they found a way of getting around it? And then it kind of vanished quickly. It's the same thing with the Guardians. Like there's obviously some kind of issues, and whether or not this deal gets worked out pretty soon, it wouldn't surprise me. But I mean, I like the fact that they are bringing these heroes to Disneyland. You know, the different ones. I like the fact they've got like obviously Hawkeye and Black Widow there. I like the fact they've got Black Widow and Gamora being there and being sort of strong female characters as well.
Oh yeah, I was very excited about that because the first time, no, actually, I was there when they first unveiled Black Widow and Hawkeye. It was for a race that my friend was in, and I was cheering her on, obviously, and they had him on the side. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Black Widow, but yeah. I couldn't meet her, of course, because I wasn't racing.
It's that kind of weird thing as well. Like obviously, the humans are a little bit easier to do. It's like Star-Lord. I'd prefer him to have the mask on because it looks cooler. But it's like Groot. I'm kind of in that way. I'm almost like expecting him to be a bit like Megatron or Optimus Prime over in the Transformers.
Yeah, that's how I was wondering how they were gonna do that. I'm like, are they gonna do Baby Groot or they're gonna do Groot? Like even then, it's just like if you do Baby Groot, it's kind of. I mean, either way, it's gonna be a little odd. It's gonna be like how I picture meeting BB-8. It's like, okay, he's there and he's cute, but you can't really do anything.
Nah, I mean, I would really like. I think as well, if they have the big version of him, it fits in with the comic. I mean, Baby Groot. It's just that thing of. It depends obviously on how they work it, but that was where my mind instantly went to like the meet and greet attraction over at Universal Studios in Florida, which is great, and he's. Obviously, with Groot, you can only really say 3 words anyway, so it does make it a lot easier. They don't really have to do. They can just record it all beforehand, and it's not really gonna need. They don't need somebody there talking or anything, so it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, it does. I'm just interested to see how they're gonna do that. Also, I think the other offerings are gonna be good too. Like you said, it's a great cheap way to introduce Marvel into Disneyland, which I know they've been trying to do for a while. I know Chapek's been itching to do that for a while, so I feel like Mission Breakout is gonna be his first big test. Is just like we can do IPs in the park, guys. It's okay. It'll bring in money.
I mean, I definitely feel like the Avengers Training Initiative almost feels like the Jedi training. Kind of that sort of stuff.
That's what I think it's going to be.
And I think it's good for kids as well because it's a nice interaction with them and the parents are going to like it and it puts on a little show and I think that'll be something that'll be nice to sort of see and obviously they can bring in different heroes and switch and swap around a bit but yeah it's kind of going to be cool. I mean it's a lot easier for them to use like I said Star-Lord, Hawkeye then maybe bringing in Drax or bringing in I was trying to think which you'd like 4, you different kind of people there that are going to be needed, of certain size and stuff. By going out and getting like some pro wrestlers or weightlifters to kind of do that.
I'm actually hoping they bring Thor back because I remember the first time I went, I didn't get to see him because the lines were so long for him and Captain America. I had to pick one, but I was already dressed up as Captain America, so obviously
we almost need like a princess pavilion, but just like a heroes pavilion where they're just always there, and just like
right
an Avengers Initiative, like we just have it as a fairy tale, that kind of thing where there's just heroes always there for meet and greets because they are going to be as popular now, like a bit like Launch Bay where they can just keep interchanging superheroes and sort of Star Wars characters out there.
Yeah, which I'm surprised they didn't do that because I mean they already have Captain America and Spider-Man there daily, so the fact that they use that as a draw, I'm like but they're always there.
Yeah, I mean, again, once the attractions start coming in, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a version of the stuff that's been over in Hong Kong and in Shanghai, whether or not that will start rolling out into the US parks and Paris and stuff pretty soon.
Oh yeah, I can see that happening as well. Over like the next few years. Obviously, they're trying to build up to it, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yes. Well, on that, guys, let us know what you guys think of the Summer of Heroes coming to Disneyland California adventure this summer. As per usual, you can check us out on all the different social medias and follow us there, which is always a good idea, especially if you're listening to or watching this podcast, because sometimes you get other news and bits and pieces. You can listen to and subscribe on all of those platforms as well. Where can they find you, Victoria?
They can find me on Twitter at He Calls Me PP, and Instagram, He Calls Me Pineapple Princess.
On that, guys, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Laters.
Bye.